What if I told you that a $6,000 stimulus check could be hitting your bank account soon? Sounds unbelievable, right? But millions of Americans are now wondering, is this real? Who qualifies? And most importantly, when will the payments arrive? There's a shocking twist that could change everything. Stay with me until the end to find out. If you don't want to miss out on life-changing updates like this $6,000 stimulus check, hit that subscribe button now. In a groundbreaking move that has captured the attention of the nation, President Donald Trump has announced a proposal to distribute $5,000 stimulus checks to American taxpayers. This initiative, dubbed the DOGE dividend, aims to return a portion of the savings achieved by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, directly to the public. The announcement has sparked widespread discussion, with many eager to understand the details and implications of this unprecedented plan. The concept of the DOGE dividend originated from entrepreneur James Fishback, who suggested that 20% of the savings from DOGE's cost-cutting measures be redistributed to taxpayers. Elon Musk, the visionary behind DOGE, expressed interest in the idea, leading to President Trump's endorsement. The administration believes that by sharing the benefits of reduced government spending, they can provide immediate financial relief to citizens while promoting transparency and trust in governmental operations. To fund these $5,000 checks, the plan relies on the substantial savings projected by DOGE. The department has set an ambitious goal of cutting $2 trillion in federal spending. If achieved, 20% of these savings would be allocated for direct payments to taxpayers. However, as of now, DOGE has reported savings of $65 billion, a figure that falls significantly short of the target. Independent analyses suggest that the actual savings may be even lower, raising questions about the feasibility of the proposed payouts. Eligibility for the DOGE dividend is expected to focus on net federal income taxpayers, estimated to encompass approximately 79 million households. This approach aims to reward those who contribute to federal revenues. However, the specifics regarding income thresholds, filing status, and other qualifying criteria have yet to be finalized. The administration has indicated that more detailed guidelines will be released in the coming weeks, as they work to iron out the complexities of such a large-scale distribution. The proposal has ignited a spectrum of reactions across the political landscape. Supporters argue that returning government savings to taxpayers is a just and effective way to stimulate the economy and provide relief to citizens. They contend that the infusion of funds could bolster consumer spending, drive economic growth, and offer a much-needed cushion for households facing financial challenges. Critics, however, raise several concerns. Budget experts question the plausibility of achieving the $2 trillion savings target, especially given the current reported figures. They point out that while eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse is commendable, such measures alone are unlikely to result in the substantial reductions necessary to fund the proposed dividends. Additionally, there are apprehensions about the potential inflationary impact of injecting large sums of money into the economy. Some economists warn that without careful management, the distribution could lead to increased prices and economic instability. The legislative path for the DOGE dividend is also fraught with challenges. Implementing such a plan would require congressional approval, and early indications suggest a divided response. Some lawmakers advocate for using any realized savings to reduce the national debt, which currently stands at a staggering $35.50 trillion. They argue that prioritizing debt reduction would have more sustainable long-term benefits for the country's financial health. Others express skepticism about the accuracy of the reported savings and caution against making promises that may not be financially viable. As the debate unfolds, the public remains keenly interested in the potential impact of the DOGE dividend. For many, a $5,000 check could provide significant relief, helping to cover essential expenses, pay down debt, or invest in future opportunities. The proposal also raises broader questions about fiscal responsibility, the role of government in economic stimulation, and the best strategies for managing national resources. In the coming weeks, as more details emerge and discussions continue, Americans are encouraged to stay informed and engaged. The outcome of this proposal could set a precedent for how government efficiencies are leveraged for public benefit and may influence future policies aimed at balancing fiscal prudence with direct support to citizens. As the discussion around the DOGE dividend intensifies, many Americans are left wondering how realistic this proposal is and whether they should anticipate receiving a check. The idea of direct payments to taxpayers is not new, as previous stimulus packages have provided financial relief in times of economic hardship. However, what sets this plan apart is that it is not being presented as a traditional stimulus but rather as a return of government savings to the people. The core question remains, will the federal government actually achieve the level of cost cutting required to fund these payments, and if so, when can Americans expect to see the money? Experts analyzing the situation have differing opinions. Some financial analysts believe that if the government truly focuses on reducing inefficiencies, fraud, and unnecessary spending, there could be enough savings to make this plan feasible. However, others argue that cutting government spending by $2 trillion without negatively impacting essential services such as healthcare, infrastructure, and defense would be nearly impossible. The estimated savings of $65 billion reported so far is only a fraction of what is needed to make the 5,000 checks a reality, leading to skepticism about whether the program can ever be fully realized. Another key factor that could impact the rollout of the DOGE dividend is inflation. Many economists warn that putting an additional large sum of money into circulation, even if it is derived from cost cutting, could still contribute to inflationary pressures. The economy has already faced challenges with rising prices in recent years, and some fear that an influx of cash could drive up demand, making goods and services even more expensive. This concern has led some policymakers to suggest alternative uses for the savings, such as reducing the national debt or investing in infrastructure improvements that could have long-term economic benefits. On the other hand, supporters of the proposal argue that this initiative aligns with the idea of putting money back into the hands of the people who earned it. They see it as a way to stimulate the economy without increasing national debt, since the funds would come from savings rather than additional government borrowing. The idea of taxpayers benefiting directly from government efficiency is appealing to many, especially those who feel overtaxed and underappreciated. Some proponents believe this could set a new precedent for how government savings are handled in the future, potentially leading to more fiscal responsibility and accountability. As the debate continues, the political landscape will play a crucial role in determining whether the DOGE dividend moves forward. While some lawmakers support the idea of returning savings to taxpayers, others remain hesitant. The plan would need to pass through Congress, where bipartisan agreement is never guaranteed. With an election year on the horizon, political motivations may also influence how lawmakers approach this proposal. Some may see it as an opportunity to gain voter support, while others may view it as a risky move that lacks sufficient financial backing. For now, the American public remains on standby, eagerly waiting for more concrete details on how this program will unfold. Will the government achieve the necessary savings to fund these checks? Will lawmakers approve the plan? And most importantly, will Americans actually receive the $5,000 DOGE dividend? These are the pressing questions that remain unanswered. As discussions continue and more information becomes available, one thing is certain: this proposal has sparked national interest, and the outcome could have lasting implications on how government finances are managed in the future. Until then, taxpayers are encouraged to stay informed and keep an eye on developments. Whether this plan becomes a reality or fades into political rhetoric, it has undeniably opened up an important conversation about fiscal responsibility, government spending, and the role of taxpayers in benefiting from financial efficiencies.